Unfortunately, the internet is forever. There have been times I've said something stupid, okay, maybe every time I make a video, but I haven't ever been stupid enough to have posted a prove me wrong video. Until now. And that's only thanks to Jacob Swinson, a CarTheist that thinks only idiots put thought into becoming atheist. Oh dear. CarTheists are idiots. Prove me wrong. Hello, I'm TheSkepTick, the British floating circle that watches people make extraordinary claims, and then I explain why I don't accept what they're saying. Only the idiot has thought his way to atheism. That's what Jacob here wants you to prove him wrong on. Jacob is a guy that records in his car, but at least he's not like those CarTheists that also drive around. He may be younger than some pairs of my underwear, but maybe Jake has enough life experience to explain why idiots end up at atheism. So before we find out why I'm an idiot, if this isn't your first Skeptic video, hit the like, the subscribe and the bell, and perhaps the algorithm will stop being stupid and start putting proper videos in your feed. And a super thanks to those that hit super thanks in some recent videos. Norbert Rotinari, Bemused Imbalum, Megatron Jenkins, and Call Me Draga. And a big thank you to channel members who get to use Lisa the Rainbow Giraffe and more hen emojis. Lisa the Rainbow Giraffe bestows leaves upon you all. More hen. Honestly, I feel like an idiot. Better confirm it for me, Jakey.
One thing I've noticed online about a lot of these atheists is that they have a dark cloud of like energy around them. I think it's coming from their mindset around life and around like just like being here as a whole. I think what they believe is that they were put here without their own will, out of their, like, they didn't make the decision.
Are you saying that if you're a Christian, you did make the decision for your parents to bang and ta-da, there you were? I can't tell you how much I enjoy a 12-year-old telling me what I think about things. And you can see dark clouds? Maybe you should be a meteorologist instead of a car park apologist.
And it was unfair that God put them here. Well, they don't believe in God, but you know what I mean? God put them here in a world of evil, in a world of suffering. And it's unfair that they have to suffer through it.
I don't think a God put me here. You're really pushing your beliefs onto what you think you understand about atheists, which was definitely a choice.
Okay, what they believe is that life isn't beautiful and amazing, and there's good and bad things, and we could find the good in life and be grateful.
Do you know any atheists? Why do you think I don't think that life is beautiful? I don't think it was created, but I think that the natural explanations for the existence of stuff is pretty cool, and in some ways, stunning.
They believe that life is suffering, and the fact they have to suffer here is so evil of God.
Hello, McFly. You think there's suffering. I just think there are shitty people that make shitty choices, and that affects others in a really shitty way. I mean, if that's the suffering you're talking about, there's other suffering that people can go through, obviously, like sitting through a 40-minute Kent Hovind video. Yeah, but that's on me.
I think that's what the dark energy is coming from all these atheists. And I think that's why a lot of them do not have happy and, good lives.
Tell me, Jacob, what about my life is not happy? I don't believe in a God, but I'm definitely not unhappy. Tired, but not unhappy.
It's because they don't see life as a beautiful thing. They see life as something that they have to suffer through. And no, there is suffering in the world. Obviously, you're going to go through hard times. Your parents are going to die. You might have a friend that dies. You might, crazy stuff might happen. You might get paralyzed. You might lose a leg. You might lose an arm. There's a lot of suffering. There's a lot of evil, and there's a lot of sin in this world.
No, there isn't. You think there's sin. But sin is one of those made-up words that Christians use, convince these people that stuff is bad, so there's a need for Jeebus to make things right for them, create the problem and the solution, and dupe people into accepting it.
But going through it with this mindset that I've seen a lot of these atheists have, that the world is corrupted and everything's terrible and I have to suffer through my life and it's so unfair that God put me here, is not the way to go. It's not the way to go. If you have that mindset, you are going to live the rest of your life in negative mental health. You're going to live it the rest of your life not achieving anything and just being like depressed the entire time. It's just what's going to happen. So you got to have a more positive mindset around life as a whole. You You need to see life as beautiful. And you need to see life as something that's so amazing that you get to experience.
You don't need to believe in a God to see life as beautiful. If anything, it's more beautiful without a God because of how incredible it is that it's all here. Well, without those bumders trying to ruin it for everyone else, I mean. I'm appreciative that I get to be me, experiencing what I experience. I just don't thank a God for it.
And you need to make your baseline for happiness and for contentness the fact you woke up. And that's kind of the whole point of this video was.
I thought the whole point was to call atheists idiots.
Make your baseline for happiness the fact you woke up today, okay? Because if we put any conditions on our happiness and on having a good day, you're not going to have a good day. You're going to end up, something's going to end up happening, and one of the conditions you have is not going to be there, and then you're going to label the day as a bad day. What I do is I wake up, and I make sure that I stay grateful for the fact that I woke up and my loved ones woke up as well.
Well, aren't you lucky? Thousands and thousands of people don't have the choice of waking up in comfort and starting the day positively, but I guess middle-class white boy has all the answers.
Maybe me saying the loved ones is a condition. You could argue that the loved ones is a condition, but I just like to add it on there. But the fact you woke up and you get to experience another day here on Earth, I think is something to be grateful for.
And you're privileged, so of course you're going to think that. But millions of people don't get to live like that. Those who aren't as fortunate enough to be in the majority.
And every single human being that woke up today could be grateful for it. So whether you're homeless, whether you're broke, whether you don't have a girlfriend, bro, it doesn't matter where your life is right now.
Oh, you, kid. It does matter. What a condescending little nugget that thinks he can tell people what they should be grateful for. He put this on the internet. I really hope he watches it back after he hits puberty and realizes who the idiot is here.
You can be grateful for the fact you woke up and you get to experience another day. And you'll be able to see the beauty in that. You'll be able to see the beauty in the fact that you woke up and that you get to experience another day here on Earth. And don't have this atheist mindset of, oh, wow, I can't believe God put me here and now I have to suffer.
You dimwit. That's not what atheists think. Did your mum take too much Tylenol when she was pregnant with you? That was a joke.
That's so stupid. It's so stupid.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No, have the mindset of life is beautiful. I'm so happy I woke up today, and I'm so happy I get to experience another day. Even if there's bad in this day, I'm so happy that I get to experience it, and maybe God's putting me through challenges. I'm so happy that God is putting me through these challenges because these challenges are going to make me greater. So even the bad things that happen today, I'm so happy for them.
What if God took your peen away? Would you just think it's a challenge? What about if God ended your life because you jizzed on the floor? That sounds like a challenge. The whole God is testing me to make me better is such a dumb take. One, if the God really wanted to make you better, it could just do it. And two, why do you think you, little man, are important enough out of the billions of people for God to give a challenge to? Arrogant much?
When you have this mindset around life and not the atheist mindset, you're going to have better mental health. You're gonna have a better day. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna be more grateful, and you're gonna be a better person to your family as well, because your family and friends, because now you're just a more positive, happy person.
First of all, shame on you for the ableist slur. Grow up, kid. But also, you should hang out with me. I love being the life of the party. I think many folks who have met me in person would say I'm not too bad to be around. And I think it's better to be atheist with your family because you can be a decent human being just because. And not because you think a God is watching you be a positive influence. Even my Christian mother-in-law is conflicted because I love to love people, her included. And she knows I don't believe in gods. You need a better script, my dude. And I need to question why I actually like my mother-in-law. Am I doing it wrong?
But when we put conditions on this, when we say, let's say, you're only going to be happy if you woke up and you got enough sleep the last night, and, you forgot to buy coffee, so now you don't have coffee this morning.
Forgot to buy? Do you live in your vehicle? Mate, I'm British, I love tea, I keep tea at home. I want a tea, I make a tea. What a happy little atheist I am.
And then you drive to work, and you hit a big pothole, and it annoys you. There's traffic. there's all these things. And you wake up with conditions where if you don't have the coffee, it's going to be a bad day.
If you know you're going to hit a pothole, then try a different route or swerve around it.
Okay, if you didn't get good sleep last night, it's going to be a bad day. If there's traffic, it's going to be a bad day.
To be honest, I think it'll only be a bad day if a loved one passes away or if a kid sits in their red truck and doesn't understand what atheism is. Oh.
When you have these conditions on your day and on your happiness and your ability to be grateful, then you're at the whim of, the randomness of life. You know what I mean? The traffic might be random. The fact you forgot coffee, it's just going to happen. There's going to be a week where you forget to buy more coffee and you're just not going to have coffee, okay? It's going to happen, okay? It's just going to happen.
Actually, I did run out of tea bags recently. Well, there was one in the house, but you know what? I just went and bought more. It was a nice excuse to get out of the house, go and see some people. I think you're just looking for reasons to need to say, I won't let this be a bad day. Thank you, God.
And if that's one of the conditions that you have to have the coffee every morning to be happy and to be content in your day, you're at their will. You're at these things' will. You need to release all that from you and just be grateful for the fact you woke up.
I've been speaking from a place of privilege again. There are some folks whose conditions are just trying to wake up the next day. So wouldn't that create some kind of paradox and make the universe, explode?
And so for me, when I practice being grateful, I do a gratitude journal. Every morning I wake up and I open a journal and I just write down a bunch of things that I'm grateful for. I do 1 page a day. It doesn't take that long. It takes like 10 minutes. And it's a really good reminder that It's a good reminder straight in the morning that I need to be grateful for things. And I'm able to write down the things that I am grateful for. So I encourage you to find some way to practice gratitude every day. So if maybe you don't like writing, you could even just, set a timer for 10 minutes and go stand outside and just, think of things you're grateful for, count your blessings. Or you can, write it down like I do. You could probably find some other way.
Oh, can I be grateful for dum-dums on the internet who think it's a good idea to not understand atheism and then say stupid stuff? Because I do love that.
Either way, find a way to be grateful every day and find a way to find a way to make it real where you can actually do it every day, as a habit. I think, in my other videos I talk about how mental health is the most important thing in life. And if you don't have good mental health, you have nothing. So people will talk about, you're wasting time on your stupid habits. You're wasting time on all these dumb habits, all this journaling, all this stupid stuff. But I believe these people are depressed and don't want to admit it. And if they were to just do a little bit of gratitude journaling every day, 10 minutes, instead of the 5-hour screen time they have on their phone, they would be a little bit happier and do better in all the things that they are working on. They do better in their work. They do better in the gym. They do better in everything.
They should do less phone stuff, says he who is recording a video on a phone, probably. But I do agree somewhat. Find a way to give yourself a moment of self-improvement. But you don't need to be a Christy Bob for that. Atheist here, I like to run and find a better headspace. And not once during a run do I thank a God. I'm usually just sweating my tits off.
So, don't make any excuses. Get a little bit of gratitude in every day. And remember that you need to release yourself from all these things you have that you decide that make your day amazing. And make your day, make your good day, the baseline for a good day is the fact you woke up.
Oh, yeah, you heard him. Make the maker make it make, the maker make in a make the make. I tell you, if being a Christian does all this to your brain, I am definitely not interested. The trying to sound profound really doesn't suit you, Jake.
And the fact you get to experience another day here on earth. Because guys, every day is beautiful. Every single day you wake up and you get to experience another day here on earth is absolutely beautiful.
I agree, but I'm also in a semi-privileged position. You've got to think about those that genuinely have no choice in the matter, Jakey.
Okay, it's absolutely beautiful, and you should be so grateful for the fact that you are here another day. You woke up and you get to experience another day here on earth.
Okay. But what on earth happened here with this title and the lack of discussion about it in this video? Maybe it was projection of some sort.
Fuck the atheists. They're all retards.
Oh, there we go. Why didn't you just say that? But if name-calling helps you, then carry on. I'm not bothered by you saying that because I can do it too. Fuck you for lacking critical thinking skills and concluding a non-existent God is the reason for all this. I'm an atheist that isn't convinced of the existence of your God, and I love life, and gin, and family, and gin, and nature, and gin.
And they're also all depressed. Have you ever seen an atheist online? They all look like so unhealthy. This is just my theory, okay? Maybe I'm wrong, but...
Oh, you're wrong. Here's a bunch of atheists. They all look pretty healthy to me, and the ones I've met in person are pretty happy too. But of course, like theists, there are unhealthy ones as well. Are you just remembering the ones that looked unhealthy so you can confirm your narrative? When I take on meat form, I'm a 6'2", handsome bearded runner Brit with a wife and kids and a fun job and all that great stuff. Believing in gods doesn't make you healthier or happier. You just look at how you are and correlate with a god because that's your answer for everything.
Every time I see an atheist online, they look so unhealthy. It looks like they've missed sleep and have been eating junk food for the past 5 years.
Hey, now, I look like I've missed sleep because I have a 2-year-old. Quit judging me.
They actually, every atheist looks unhealthy. It's very odd.
Aren't you covered in pimples? Like in a greasy skin unhealthy kind of way? Man, every theist I see just looks so greasy skinned and like they struggle to brush their hair so they throw on a baseball cap. It's weird how that works, right?
But it's also pointing towards the fact that maybe they're just wrong. Okay, maybe they're wrong.
And maybe you have terrible skin because you're wrong about God, and the correct being to believe in is Lisa the rainbow giraffe, leaf be upon her. Maybe if you asked for leaves to be bestowed upon you, the natural aloe would help clear those zits right up.
Don't have this atheist mindset that you're suffering through life. Life is full of suffering.
That's the Christian mindset, you wombat.
There is going to be hard times. Be grateful for those hard times. Be grateful that God's putting you through hard challenges. And, be happy, be grateful, and see life as beautiful. Thank you.
What? Where was the whole atheists are idiots blah blah blah? You just threw out the R word a couple of times and then said about being grateful. If anything, you're the idiot here because you did nothing but say atheists are wrong but didn't offer up any reason as to why they are or prove why your sky wizard exists. Newsflash. It doesn't. But why would I expect a kid to understand that? You probably believe in Santa Claus still. Though that was a disgusting generalisation. My 11-year-old doesn't believe in Santa or gods. So maybe it's just you, Jacob. Do you think atheists are stupid? Let me know in the section below. I'm going to skeptic this as Jacob being the only idiot around these parts. A big thank you to this month's top level ticks on Patreon. Dark Ether Piao, Tamo, the barely bearable atheist, George, Godless Granny, Addy Rockhart, the Enixes, Jakari, Elizabeth, Whiskey Tech Fred, Rick and Ray, as well as all the $3 base ticks and channel members. You can become a supporter on Patreon too at patreon.com/TheSkepTick. The link is in the description, along with links to all my other socials, or become a member by hitting the join button below this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. From me, The Skeptic, stay safe, keep thinking logically, and ask questions. Skepticism is the first step towards truth. See you next Saturday.